Yeah. We bout to get litty, we bout to get litty. Y'all niggas already know what the fuck it is. Walk up in the club, racks hanging on my pocket, niggas know we bout to get litty. All the bad bitches running through my section, trying to get naked, they ain't even strippers. Fuck the law, niggas can't guard me, I be ballin' hard like I play for the Clippers. Killers in the back on the couches, if I point a finger, then you gon' be a victim. We bout to get litty, we bout to get litty, you already know what it is.
Hey Dominant fam, what's going on? It's Malik with Dominate Bloodline Bullies. We here with another video. Today we gonna have a little bit of fun. We gonna mix it up. We gonna have a little bit of a trivia / questionnaire video, kind of similar to what me and Aaron did, just going over some things thus far. Just this time, instead of Aaron, it's gonna be my wife, Bianca. It's her first time on the channel, so we're gonna try to have some fun, stay loose, and we just gonna dive straight into it. So as y'all know, Rhea just recently had a litter. If y'all hear any smacking, any playing, that's her sitting right here on the floor. She's just so excited to not be dealing with the puppies as much anymore. Puppies are 4 weeks this Friday. They've been eating on their own probably about a week now. So she's been extremely happy to have very little weaning with them. So they haven't been sucking on her for food. They've been fully dependent on themselves. So she's ready for adult dog time with Cyrus and Medusa. So we're gonna dive straight into questionnaire part. Question number 1 is, how are you liking the first in-house breeding, and what has that experience been like for you?
I think it's been cool to see Cyrus and Rhea together after she was pregnant. So Cyrus literally did not leave her side the entire time up until she had the puppies. He was just all over her. So I think it's kind of nice to see that different relationship versus you do your thing and then the female comes back and they don't ever see him. I'm super excited to see what he does when he sees the puppies, because he knows they're upstairs and he's like, he wants to go upstairs, but they're not allowed upstairs. So it's been cool.
I think the first in-house breeding was successful, to say the least. I think it went. I think it's exceeding my expectations. I think the puppies are just so thick, and she had 6 of them, and she had them so easily. It was like almost not concerning, but I was like, it was very shocking because she was showing me signs the day before. So she had the puppies, and I noticed her signs, like her contractions. I could see them on the camera at like midnight Friday. It's like 12:30, and I'm like, fuck. Because that Thursday, like that Wednesday leading into the Thursday, she was showing signs. Like she would just stop eating. She would drink a little bit of water, but not a lot of water. Like it was just all these signs. And then she was nesting the entire Thursday. And I was like, okay, cool. We were trying to plan out our schedules, and she didn't have them. So like I didn't go to sleep that like entire Thursday. Like I was woke for 24 full hours. And then the next day I was so tired. I was like, fuck it. I'm tired of like looking for these pups. If she has them, she has them. I quite frankly don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, and I sat with her the entire day
for
her to wait for you to get off just to have them.
And then Friday I was about to I was like, fuck it. I want to go to sleep. And then I checked the camera before I went to sleep, and like I could see her body like shaking. I could see the shock waves, which is her contractions. And I'm like, you piece of shit. And I didn't go to sleep at all. So I was woke for 48 hours straight. And then I had to go to work the next day. So it was kind of crazy. But it's been a really exciting experience so far. Yeah, so what are the noticeable differences between hair litters and Rhea litter? You can compare the one that we held here to Rhea's litter if you want to, or both of them to Rhea's. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess it just things. I guess things are just getting smoother. So the things that I wasn't really involved as much with Harris litter, but let's say like things you did that didn't work out very well, we did better for Rhea's. And it seems like this litter, like they advance very quickly. So it was nice. I guess it'd have been nice for Harris litter to advance as quick because with 10 puppies, that was a lot. Or it was 8 the first time. Even with 8, it's a lot on the mom. So it was nice for Rhea's litter to advance as quick as they did because Rhea's been done with them with feedings. But I don't know what to say.
I think the noticeable difference is the size in the litter. And I told you guys, Hera was extremely mature, an extremely mature dog. But if we're being honest, Rhea wasn't that mature. I held her back like 2 heats, so like she was on her 4th heat cycle, and Rhea's 2. So yeah, so I made sure she was ready before she bred because I didn't want to have to do more work than what I really had to, honestly. And I'm glad I did because Rhea was like attention to like detail. Like she, at some point with like Hera, there was like a little bit too many pups. So like she wouldn't remember to clean everybody sometimes. So like sometimes when like this is on her for her second litter, like Aaron would have to help wipe the pups and make sure that they use the bathrooms. Versus me with Hera's first litter, I didn't do that. With Rhea's litter now, I didn't do that. Rhea made sure they used the bathroom, made sure they were clean as can be. She tolerated them to the fullest and past that point, even once their teeth started to grow in. So I think those are the noticeable differences to me is how the extra patience with Rhea and she had like more attention to detail. And the size of the pups at this time, like these pups now are really big for Rhea. After seeing me deliver 2 XL litters successfully, do you think you're capable of delivering one? Explain your answer.
I know what to do, but I think I would get nervous. I think I could have done the last one, but I prepared myself to deliver Rhea's puppies, but she waited for you to get home. But I think I could have did it. I just may have been nervous, or I may have helped Rhea more than I had to, because I felt like I needed to step in. But I think I could. I have the knowledge. I just have to figure my nerves out.
The puppies that we have from Rhea's litter, do you have a favorite puppy, and if so, which one?
I think right now I guess you would call her the runt. That's the tiniest female Merle mix.
So it's the female with the thick stripe. She's the pink collar female.
Mm-hmm. Because she's just she's a wine baby, but she's also feisty. I thought everybody was picking on her, but I realized when I step out of the room and look at the camera, she's really picking with everybody else. But I feel like she just has like the most personality. Like she has the most energy. Like every time I look at the camera, she's doing something. She's moving around. Like she doesn't sleep like the rest of everybody else. So I think and she's small, but I think I have a thing for smaller dogs. I don't know, but I just like her personality.
Well, my favorite pup would be this guy here, and it's like Cyrus's clone. So like this is Cyrus at 4 weeks, and this is his son at 3 weeks. So genetics are very strong, as you can see. Um, I'm excited to see what he's gonna look like in the future. Um, I think Cyrus is gonna be a great producing male. So the kids that he have on the ground now, he has another litter or two dropping. So that's gonna prove, or at least show the at least like point him in the correct. I'm gonna rephrase that. That's gonna make him look like a better producer once he has more productions on the ground. So I'm looking forward to his next couple of litters that's gonna be on the ground soon. What are pros and cons of dog breeding that you would say?
Pros? I guess I don't know. I wasn't ready for this question.
Okay, well I'll go first, and you just go on. I think pros are. I mean, obviously the money is a plus. Um, we don't more so do it for the money. We generate enough money doing what we do in our regular lives. I have other businesses, so breeding dogs is not my only income alongside what I do. Um, so I think another pro, the real pro, would be seeing the productions. The XL bully breed hasn't been around for that long, like 20 years. So it's still new. So everything that we're doing now, everything that you guys do when you breed a bully, we're representing for this breed. Like we're trying to perfect it in a sense. We're trying to get it to the point where like everyone should be putting out some of the best quality dogs for a customer. These dogs have amazing temperament. These dogs have great size. You show that therefore you should breed for a clean structure. Never breed for color. Color should be like one of the last things that you worry about. One of the pros is everything I do is going towards setting the foundation for the future of this breed. So that's a pro for us. I know it is for me and Aaron. Another pro I would say is getting to meet all sorts of new people. I'm a big like visionary guy, so like I have visions and I like to put forth the effort to see those visions through. I told all my friends and family that the dogs would help us and take us to see things in places that we never would have seen if it wasn't for dogs. So, and I'm in like year 2.5, going on 3, and thus far, dogs have put me on my first plane. It has took me to cities and states that I haven't been to. And it's linked me with people that I probably would never had even talked to if it wasn't for dogs at all. So that's a pro for me. One of the cons for me is be careful when you're dealing with people in the dog world. Some people are a lot of scammers. Some dudes are shiesty. So make sure contracts are always written out. Whenever you do business with us, contracts are written out just to make you feel comfortable, just to cover both of our butts. But anyone who has ever done business with us, word is bond over here. I really old school, so I get that shit from my dad. So like whatever we agree on, paper doesn't tie that. Like whatever I say, like if I say something, I stand on that. So that's one of the cons is dealing with some shicey dudes. And another con I would say is picking up dog shit. Like people like don't get into this.
You
Like
pick it up.
don't get into like well I don't, but like well just cleaning up. So if you think that like you're gonna get into this game and it's gonna be fucking roses, like do not get confused with when you see a guy posting a reel or like 10 reels on Instagram and all these puppies are clean and you don't see him picking up shit or hosing down shit. Like that's the professional side of it. Like come behind the stages where like it's fucking 95 fucking degrees outside and like well, I don't know about you guys, but I hook up my pressure washer and I'll hose down the yard and then I'll cleanse the yard down with my yard and kennel spray. But like I'm talking about like hot as fuck. You got on your fucking your fucking gardening boots or whatever, or your kennel boots, whatever you want to call it, and you're spraying down hot dog shit in 100-degree weather. Like, yeah, shit will get real. So don't think it's sweet. So that's one of the cons is like clean time. Like you either have your dogs inside or outside, but you gonna fucking clean. So I don't mind it because it's kind of fun when you got the dogs out and they're playing around. Like it's kind of fun, but it's a con because some days you don't feel like doing it, but you got to do it. Any other cons? Another con is dealing with death. It's like it's gonna come. You don't know when it's gonna come, but it's gonna come. Like so, losing a dog or a puppy. I've had puppies die on me, like helping people deliver birth. Like not here per se in house, but like helping someone else deliver a litter, and it's just not a good feeling. It's just not a good feeling. So you don't really want to deal with it, but you're gonna deal with it if you plan on doing this long term. So
okay, after hearing your pros and cons, I guess some of the pros are you get to kind of make what you want. Like if you want a dog that's this tall or this big, like you can put those together to make that dog, which I find kind of cool. I guess along the same lines as you is when people think of dog breeders, or I say my husband breeds dogs, it's like a negative connotation. It's like, oh, you have 20 dogs shacked in your backyard that you just breed constantly and don't care and love for them. And it's like, no, that's not what we're doing over here. So you get to explain to people like you can breed dogs and do it in the correct way, and actually treat them like pets and not like I don't know what you treat them like, but I guess the cons could be the work. Like right now we both work full time, so it's like constant dogs when we come home. So between the puppies and then our normal dogs, it's just like constantly dealing with something dog related. Like I want to come home and go to sleep, but people have to go to the bathroom. You gotta let them out. You gotta feed them. Like it's just constant dog stuff, 24/7. I guess the other con, is we can't have nice things around our house. Like they're just so big and play around so much. It's like having a bunch of kids in your house. So they just knock everything down or ruin your furniture. But I guess that's because we just let them. Like we just let them use our house as a play area. So I guess I can't complain and say that's a con. But it's kind of nice to see all the different dogs. I guess this is another pro. You get to build relationships with the dogs and see all the different personalities they have. That's all I got.
So I live in the city right now. Well, we live in the city right now, and we're like in the process of buying a house. So it's like it's a pretty big house I stay in. Like I have 5 bedrooms. It's a pretty big fucking house. But when you live in the city, you gotta worry about neighbors. You gotta worry about people that like walk through the alleys. You gotta worry about a lot of stuff.
So the dogs can't just like
So
free
yeah,
roam
so
outside
I don't
all
necessarily let my dogs free roam outside. So and we're taking like none of the furniture. So I let my dogs just play in the living room area, do what they do. Um, so yeah. When we move though, then they'll be located outside. They will never step foot inside. They'll strictly play and live outside. Um, Last one is: are you excited to meet our newest addition? How big do you think she'll be, and what temperament do you think she'll have?
I think I'm excited because you're excited because you are trying to, create this dog. So this getting this female helps you create that dog. Um, I How big do I think she's gonna be? I mean, she's definitely gonna be bigger than our females. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how big she's gonna be. I hope she's not too big. I have enough bruises right now from the dogs jumping on me. What was your last question?
What do you think her temperament will be like?
I feel like I don't know. Most of our dogs over here right now are very, very friendly, but I feel like this one is gonna have a little bit more sass to her. I feel like she's not gonna be. Not that she's not gonna be friendly. I just feel like she's gonna have a little bit more backbone than our current females do. So I think that'll be interesting. Like someone to put Cyrus in his place. I don't think he would like that. But.
So, I'm very excited to meet my new female because I have a vision on what I want. Like, I want my bloodline to look like. I want you guys to see my dog, like to see a dog and say, "Oh, that looks like a dominant bloodline dog." So, like, I have a vision, and this dog is like one of the main pieces to my vision. Um, so, slowly but surely, the dogs that I have now will start to become retired. Um, Hera is probably gonna retire. We'll probably never breed her again. Rhea, this is likely her first and only litter. So she probably will never breed again. Even though I'm having I'm getting a lot of messages begging me to do just one more breeding. Likely this will be her last one. So Medusa and Isis will continue breeding. There are some nice foundation females that we do like the body type. So slowly but surely, you're gonna start seeing us kind of bring in new pieces and then retire out our old ones. That does not mean we're getting rid of them. It just means that we're letting them just become more of a pet and fall into the background and just enjoy life. Retired a little bit early than others, but yeah. So I definitely am excited. Putting a deposit down for this dog had me super excited. Mixed emotions, very like uppity, upbeat, like nothing could knock my day. So I'm super excited to see this dog. When I pick her up, I expect her to be every bit of 35 to 40 pounds. I expect this dog to be very big. And the next few videos down the line, when you see the vlog, like when you see her bloodline and her relatives, how much it's 2 times, you're gonna understand why my expectations are very big for this dog. I think her temperament is gonna be very much like Rhea and Medusa. I think she'll be very sweet, loving. My dogs here have no aggression whatsoever. They're overly friendly versus over at my franchise, Aaron's house. His dogs have a bit more extra pepper in their stuff than most other dogs. But yeah, I think she's gonna have a really loving temperament. She's gonna sleep with me for the first few weeks. I'm really excited to see this big dog. So yeah, and I think at like 1 year, I'm expecting her to be like 135, 140. I'm really expecting some big weight out the stall. It's trivia time, so we're gonna go through some quick trivia questions just to see your knowledge. It's only like 2 or 3 questions. We're just gonna run through it. How old does a female have to be in order to breed? And these are for ABKC standards.
A year, and at least on their second heat cycle. She was biting it.
Okay. How old does a male have to be in order to breed?
You can do as early as 9 months, or is it 10 months? 9-10 months, but preferably a year.
Do you know why?
I don't know. They're more mature.
Okay, that's it. All right, so we're gonna put up 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put up 4 dogs on the screen. I want you to name all these dogs in order.
So blue tri, black tri, lilac tri, and a merle.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. For everybody that has bought a puppy from me so far, and just a puppy from us, and that has liked our photos, subscribed to our YouTube channels, that are constantly asking me to do more videos, or constantly commenting on my Instagram, liking my pictures, sharing my stuff, we want to say thank you. Like, seriously, we appreciate the support. Selling out these litters, it's a different feeling when like people tell you that they don't believe in like what you're about to do or a business that you plan on starting, and then there's like all these random people that believe in the vision that you have and investing into a dog from your program. So I definitely want to say thank you. I appreciate all the love, support we all do. So I just want to say thank y'all and stay dominant, and I'm gone.
Going on the post where I gotta make it back home. All day till I get the pack on. Yeah, fell love, let them know that it's back on. Beat my dizzy leg, niggas get their cap on. Up on who, nigga, who you gon' pop on? Niggas say beef, then he better keep it strap on. We ain't stepping on niggas